Hi everyone, it's Heather with the Taste of Home, and tonight it's currently 7:48 p.m. Eastern Time here, and I promised you today that I'm going to make a flaky dessert, and anyone that lives in Canada knows what a flaky is. Actually, they're called Passion Flakies, and it's a Quebec company, Canadian company called Vachon, and it's a flaky pastry. You got the pastry on the bottom, then there's some cream and some jam and a nice flaky crust on top. So this one is raspberry and apple. And my sister that lives back home in Newfoundland made this a few times and it's totally delicious. And I'm always looking for desserts that I think you guys will like, and I really think this one will be a hit. So let's start in, and I've already done my Jello pudding. It's a Jello vanilla pudding, and very easy instructions. And I've mixed this one up already because I'm sure you don't want to hear my mixer and all those things. So basically, you just 2 cups cold water and the powder, mix it up for 2 minutes, and it comes out fantastic. Okay, so now. So guys, here's the vanilla pudding. As I said, just 2 minutes and it mixed really nicely. And then I have to add half of this container of Cool Whip. Or, I mean, you might like NutriWhip, whatever you like, but I just picked up a large tub of Cool Whip. And you use half of this in this with the vanilla mix. Okay, and you just mix that up. I think I might have another little bit here. Okay. So now I got half there. Okay, you just mix that up. Guys, I haven't had this in a few years, and I honestly cannot wait to taste it. Now it needs to set overnight, so you won't see the end result of like me cutting it out of the container and putting it on a plate and serving it, and me trying it, of course, until tomorrow, okay? So it calls for a 9x9 container, and I'm actually using a Tupperware container with a cover because, you know, when you're putting things in the fridge, when it's got a cover, it's perfect, okay? So basically, it says to line my container with 4-in-1 crackers. This is what we called these things growing up in Newfoundland. Now this is a no-name brand, but I normally buy Premium Plus. It's a brand name that a lot of people use, and they're just soda crackers, and you can have this with anything. And so it says to line the bottom of your dish with these crackers. And this will set overnight, and the crackers will, oh my gosh, I can't even describe how good this is. Okay, so now we do our layer of biscuits, and then we do our layer of pudding. Again, I haven't done this in a long time, so bear with me. Okay, and just the first layer, the crackers are coming up, but that's okay. We'll get that straightened out. Now, we usually have Ed's daughter and family come for supper on Mondays. So they're going to be my guinea pigs for this dessert. And normally they like what I throw together. Okay. All right, so as you can see, I just layered the layer of pudding there, and now another layer of biscuits. One thing about growing up in Newfoundland, whenever you went somewhere, there's always lots of desserts and just lots of food. I mean, we just love to eat. And we love to share a sociable as well. And a sociable being a drink of some kind. And someone mentioned a recipe for Newfie slush. That's another great creation. It's a frozen drink with some vodka or rum in it, and you mix it up with some ginger ale or Sprite, and it's totally delicious. Okay, so it was biscuits, pudding, biscuits, jam. Okay, so now we add some jam. So guys, it calls for jam now, so I just got a bottle of jam that I have in my fridge. It's a store-bought jam. It's not a homemade jam, but by all means, if you like homemade jam, certainly throw it in there. And it calls for a layer of jam. So let's put this out in dollops because it's going to be a little bit hard to spread probably. And guys, if you're making this dessert, don't be concerned if it doesn't turn out like, if you're doing a recipe and it doesn't look like the picture, that's okay, because that's how recipes are made. I mean, you experiment and you play around, and you may add something, like you may like chocolate on this, for example, or a fruit in the middle, maybe some strawberries or something like that. That's totally okay. I find that with some of my recipes, yeah, some people don't like it, some people love it, but they have strong comments sometime about, you know, the recipe and whatnot. That's okay. Everything is different, and everyone is different, and that makes the world go round, which is good. If you don't like it, that's good. That's good. I'm not totally opposed to someone critiquing my recipes and things like that. That's all good. Okay, now. And like I said, I haven't made this recipe in years, and I'm just thinking maybe I could have put another little bit of the pudding down in the bottom. That's okay. Okay, so there we go. We have a layer of jam. And next, another layer of biscuits. Guys, when you're watching this, you want to just fast forward to this a little bit if you want. Taking a little bit of extra time, just make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay, and now we do another layer of pudding. And because, like I said, maybe I could have put a thicker layer of pudding down on the bottom. But that's okay. We'll use it all here, and it's going to be delicious no matter what. And I love that I'm using the Tupperware container with the cover, because this will fit in the fridge perfectly. And yeah. So now we'll just spread this evenly over the crackers and everything. And again, I'm not one to waste things, so let's make sure we get all that off there. Okay, that's perfect. And then finally, it says spread the other half of the Cool Whip on top. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, guys, this is going to be so yummy. And this is not a heavy dish. Cool Whip is really light, and unfortunately I bought the regular container. I couldn't find the light Cool Whip, but that's all good. Okay, got my bowl scraped out there. Let's spread all this over really nicely. this off here. And guys, if you're at home, you want to lick the spoon, go for it. Okay, and now because I like to do this, I'm just going to grab a paper towel or two and just clean around the edges. This presentation is key. So guys, this is ready now to go in the fridge. It has to set overnight, and I'm just going to lay the cover on it. And it looks really, really good. And I can't wait to share the end result with you tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I will post the second part of this tomorrow when we cut it. And I'm going to guarantee it's going to be great. All right, thanks for watching, and thanks for the support. And if you are watching my videos, liking them and loving them, I love it. But be sure to either like, subscribe, or follow, because that helps support the work that I do. All right, thanks so much. Bye.